This is me from MoneyBuilt, and 6 months ago I had less than 1,000 pesos in my account. No savings, just sueldo, gastos, utang, repeat. But today, I've saved 50,000 pesos and I didn't even need a second job. I used just one trick and I'll tell you exactly how it worked. First, let me take you back to where it all began. I'm an ordinary Juan, not earning an extraordinary amount. My salary didn't increase. My expenses were still the same. But the first change was this. I stopped saving what S left and started saving what S first. This simple mindset shift made all the difference. I remember having this realization while scrolling through my bank statement. It hit me hard. Every month, I'd get paid. Then bam, my balance would drop dramatically after a few weeks. I was paying for everything in sight. Car, maintenance, new clothes, random food, delivery. Then at the end of the month, whatever's left over. If there's anything left over, I would force myself to save it. But most months, there wasn't anything left. So I ended up with nothing. But then I learned something very important. Saving doesn't have to be a last resort. It can be first. One small shift in thinking completely changed my approach to money. Instead of waiting until the end of the month and hoping I had enough to save, I decided to start saving right away. Whatever I earned, I saved a portion of it and spent the rest. And this is what I discovered. It's surprisingly easy to find an extra 100 pesos in your budget. So here's the trick I use. I set up autosave to transfer 100 pesos every day to a savings account. Not once a month, every single day. Like a subscription. Imagine starting your day by depositing money into your savings rather than spending it. It might seem like a small step, but trust me, the impact is huge. I use apps like Maya or CIMB to set up a recurring transfer. You can choose any amount, but I suggest starting small, maybe 50 to 100 pesos. Once you get comfortable, you can increase it. For me, I started with 100 pesos a day. I chose this amount because it's just enough to make a difference without feeling too much of a burden. I know that 100 pesos a day won't make me rich overnight, but it's a great start to building a habit of saving. After 180 days, that's 18,000 pesos, but I also had 2 extra 14th checks during those months, so I manually topped up the rest of my savings. In total, I deposited 18,000 pesos over 180 days, and I have to admit it became addictive to watch it grow. Let me tell you why this works. We often focus on budgets and tracking expenses, but in reality, our behavior has a bigger impact on our savings. Think about it. How many times have you planned a budget, felt motivated for a few days, then slipped back into old habits? You're not alone. We've all been there. But what if instead of focusing on willpower and discipline, which are limited resources, we exploit our environment to make saving effortless? That's where the real magic happens. Saving is not about being disciplined. It's about creating systems and behaviors that make saving automatic. When money is out of sight, you don't spend it. There's a reason why they say this. I took this advice to heart and built it into my daily routine. Now, when I get paid, the first thing I do is set aside some money for savings. I treat this amount as a non-negotiable bill like rent or electricity. You don't question paying these bills, do you? Why? Because they're essential. I applied the same principle to my savings. I made it a non-negotiable part of my budget. I suggest you start with 10% because it has just enough to make a difference without feeling overwhelmed. Aim to save at least 10 of your monthly income. It may not sound like much, but it adds up quickly. I also recommend choosing a savings account with a bank that's different from where you get your salary. You can choose any amount you like, but remember, the key is consistency. Save a little every day rather than a lot, occasionally. And here's a bonus tip. Use one hidden account. What I mean by hidden is an account that's hard to access. No ATM card and no linked app. If you want to withdraw, it requires effort. So you won't do it unless you really need to. I discovered this trick from the financial diet. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm planning to. Maybe I'll try 100 pesos a day for 3 months. That's around 9,000 pesos. If I put it in a hidden account, will I still spend it? Probably not. So how does this work in practice? Let's break it down. If you save 50 pesos a day, that's around 18,250 a year. That's 13 months worth of Netflix or a starter emergency fund. And here's the beauty of it. You don't need a windfall to make it work. A single mom working multiple jobs can save 50 pesos a day. An OFW working abroad can set aside 50 pesos from each paycheck. Even someone on a tight budget can find 50 pesos by cutting back on unnecessary expenses like ordering less takeout or skipping the daily snack. The best part? Small daily amounts add up to large savings over time. With 50 pesos a day, you'll save 18,250 in a year. That's enough to cover unexpected expenses, invest, or even start a side hustle. And the journey begins with just 50 pesos. Many people want to save more, but they're stuck in the mindset of what they earn determines their savings. Truth is, it's the other way around. Their savings determine where they're headed. saving 50 pesos a day is a simple math equation. 50 pesos a day multiplied by 365 days in a year equals 18,250 pesos in savings. Now imagine for a moment what 18,250 pesos could mean for your life. It could be the difference between having to borrow money from friends and family when life throws you It could be the seed capital you need to start that business idea you've been putting off. It could be the funds you need to finally pursue that dream vacation. The possibilities are endless, and the amazing thing is that you can achieve this financial freedom by committing to just 50 pesos a day. That's less than the price of a cup of coffee. It's easier than you think. Saving starts with a mindset, the belief that even small, consistent actions can lead to significant results. Here's the harsh truth most people don't realize. Saving isn't about sacrifice. It's about investing in yourself and your future. It's about taking control of your financial destiny. Don't wait for the perfect time. Start now. If you can't save 100 pesos a day, then start with 50 pesos. Every little bit counts. If you're willing to commit to this challenge, please leave a comment below. Let's motivate each other, and if you need help, we made downloadable tools to guide you. Download your savings tracker and ebook bundle. Here, https://then-creates. Gumroad.com. Query equals MoneyBuilt. Saving money should not be complicated. You don't need fancy apps or complicated spreadsheets. All you need is a plan and the motivation to stick to it. I know you can do it. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.